Okay, we're here for APA Week 1. I'm going to start out by saying that it is currently New Year's, the day that this video is supposed to go up, and I have not done my team builder yet. And that's what this is. I'm extremely hungover. I feel like I'm dead inside. And outside, for that matter, because alcohol is bad. We'll just go with that. So we're going up against Seth. We were supposed to be going up against Kurt, which I built this team with Kurt in mind because the day that we were supposed to be playing was a Thursday, and I believe Kurt dropped the day before, so I didn't really have time to go back and double check everything to make sure that it still looked good for Seth. So a lot of this stuff is with Kurt in mind, like his speed creeps, the way he plays, things of that nature, because I know he builds with people like Owen and Mid, and they do a lot of the super aggressive speed creeps, so as well as like super aggressive EV spreads. So I did a lot of that this week just to try to match what he does. So first up we have Torn T. We have enough speed to outspeed Azelf, speed creeping Lottie. So my Lottie has enough speed. I'm sorry. His Azelf would hit 179. I would hit 180. In order to outspeed that. If he was going max speed, I would just throw a little bit more in here, but I need this defense in order to live 2 choice banded knockoffs from Rillaboom all the time. I also have 2 choice banded grassy glides with this set, so Torn can really do a lot of damage this week because it gets really good momentum, really good momentum. But the biggest issue is it really invites in Rotom Heat, and whenever Rotom Heat comes in, I don't have a really good way of stopping it because my ground type is a Stunfisk, and Stunfisk is bad, so I'm definitely not bringing that. Next up, we have Aegislash. This is a very bulky, very bulky, very offensive set. I have enough defensive investment to be able to live a +2 Throat Chop from full on Hawlucha. So that means that as long as I have, and I don't let it set up for free, basically anything that it comes in on, I just attack it, and then I bring this thing in and I can beat it with either 2 Shadow Balls because I can live 2 neutral Adamant Throat Chops, or I can live 1 +2 Throat Chop. I can just go from there and deal with it that way. I have enough attack investment for close combat to be able to always 2-hit KO Spadef Audino, as well as being able to always 3-hit KO Spadef Registeel, so I can always do a crap ton of damage to literally everything. Aside from that, Shadow Ball plus Flash Cannon is unresisted by the entire team. And yeah, Aegislash is my favorite Pokemon on this draft. It's my favorite Pokemon in draft right now. Really love it. Next up, SLOWKING. So I have AV SLOWKING. I have enough Spadef investment to be able to tank 3 choice, to be able to live 3 choice Scarf Dark Pulses from Hydra, enough to be able to live 2 Thunderbolts, or I'm sorry, 2 Dark Pulses. I'm able to live an obscene amount of hits with this. I'm able to live Dark Pulses, I'm able to live Thunderbolts, I'm able to live Shadow Balls, and I'm able to live Energy Balls from Slurpuff as well, was the other one I really wanted to be able to live in case they're unburdened Slurpuff and not Belly Drum. I have enough special attack investment to be able to always 2-shot the important things being things like Ice Beam on Hydra, Scald on Rotom, I don't know why I stutter like that, and then Psychic on pretty much everything else. Just does a lot of damage, so that's what this spread was for. I have this Pangoro spread. I can't remember if this is the spread that I made last, but I know that I changed it right before we went into game, and then I forgot to gen it. So I can't remember which one it was, but basically Banded Pangoro is going to be my way of trying to break down the team. I'm going to try to bait in something like the Registeel early on, and then I'm going to try to just straight up spam Choice Band in close combat. I have Mold Breaker plus Parting Shot, that way I can Parting Shot on things like Clear Body, Registeel. So that was the mindset there. I have a lot of bulk because I don't really need a whole lot of speed unless they're super speedy Swampert. That's about the only thing that I would really need to worry about. But yeah, next up, here comes the Boom. We got Darmanitan, Choice Scarfed Standard.jpg. And then we have Expert Belt Heliolisk with Volt Switch, Hyper Voice, Surf, and Grass Knot. This hits the team very hard, pretty much the entire team, for at least super effective or neutral damage. Everything that it can hit for super effective damage, it hits very hard for neutral damage. That being Hydra with Hyper Voice, and then I can't really touch Registeel, but what I can do is I can Volt Switch out on it and then drop in my Kung Fu and start to do some damage that way. So that is going to be the team that I'm bringing this week in week 1. I think it's about the best team I could bring. There are a couple of things that I would change. Like after the game, looking back, there are a couple of things that I should change and that I would do differently. But I think that these are definitely like the right 6, maybe like Rose Raid or something like that. But either way, that is the team. I hope you guys enjoy the battle. Alrighty, we are here with the battle, week 1 versus Seth, the homie. I'm going to go 1-5-2 because I don't have the battle background thingy properly set up. But good luck, have fun to Seth. Just so we're clear, my eyes are up here. Don't be looking at anything else this entire video. Do not look at anything else this entire video. My eyes, okay? Look at my eyes. That's it. You just got to look at my eyes. Thank you. Thank you for coming to my TED Talk. So what I'm expecting is, let me take a look at this guy's team again. And by this guy, I mean Kerpies. That is now Seth's. Hydra, Boomer, Swampert, Rotom, Registeel, and then a 6th Mon. Good talk. Yeah, here we go. Finally. Took long enough. Holy shit. Okay. No Registeel? No Registeel, no Crobat, no what else? Primarily no Registeel. That's the kind of shocking one. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to lead off with my Pangoro. Because realistically, there isn't a bad lead for that. I live 1 hit of everything aside from like a banded Woodhammer from the thing and a Specs Draco Meteor from the thing. I love how I say the thing, and I assume that people will know what I'm referring to. Team is pretty weak to Darm, just in general. Like if I can weaken the thingy thing being the Rotom. Everything else doesn't really enjoy taking Flare Blitzes. Like, even Swampert, it has to be Fizz-Def for it. Heliolisk also looks really, really good in this game. So does Aegislash. Like, their Aegislash check just... it's kind of like the limit. The limit just does not exist. Yeah, so we'll go with that. Okay. Look how basic my thing is. I need to redo everything. Holy crap. That's what I should spend tomorrow doing. That's what I should spend tomorrow doing. Because that's the perfect way to spend Christmas Eve, right? Okay. Let off with Rotom. So I let off with Kung Fu. I don't really know if I want to risk getting burnt this early on. But, like, even burnt, like, how well does Rotom take this? Because if I can get this thing weakened a little bit, that's one of the things I need weakened for everything else. So a burned knockoff still does 40 to 47%. A burned close combat still does 50% to max HP. Is it worth it? When I could just like go this. 30 seconds left. I'm just going to click close combat. I need to remember time. Volt switch, cool. That did a lot because that was a crit. Turn 1. Amazing. Let's see how much investment they have. The crit volt switch, that took me down to I think 60 HP. If they go into Swampert, okay, buddy. That's so stupid. That is so stupid. Versus Swampert, do I outspeed this thing? I should. Right? Yeah, I should outspeed it. I'm just going to click close combat again. Deny rocks. Oh, they're faster. Okay. So they have a little bit of speed investment, which is okay, because what I'm going to do, since I know they're not banded, What I'm gonna, or not Rocky Helmet. I'm gonna go into Dharma and I'm gonna click U-turn. I guess I could have known that like close combat shouldn't have done that much and it was going to be offensive. Actually, no. Like max HP Swampert, like a Spadef Swampert still takes up to 91%. So like you never really know, I guess. Then with this, I think I'm going to just drop in my SLOWKING. Darm versus Rotom. Heat. U-turn did about what it should for FizzDef. I'm just going to go into this. I'm going to fire off a pretty free Scald here. It's like, even if they click Volt Switch, I still have a Volt Switch into Dark Pulse from Thingy Thing. The Hydra. Yeah. We're down to 121. Did 37%. Did it take me down to 121? Am I dumb? What is taking this Scald, my friend? Swampert. Okay, cool. So no rocks on either side. I guess Azelf could still have rocks. Okay. So Azelf comes in. It's me down to 129. That did a lot. I really think that's like offensive Rotom. It did 32%. Yeah, it's definitely offensive. But nothing that Azelf should do. Even maybe physical knockoff. Let me calc that real quick. Jolly knockoff would kill, so because of that, I'm going to go into my Torn. Since I don't really need boots on this thing, go for knock. Let's see, and to 121. Not life orbed. I'm gonna click U-turn here. One. So it doesn't look like it's max, or could be scarfed. Not scarfed. Could be expert belt maybe. Could be something along those lines. Heliolisk. Eat. I'm calculating Heliolisk Scald, Surf versus Rotom Heat. I need to see how much it can actually do. Because what I think I'm going to do is on this U-turn, because Rotom's coming in, I'm going to go into Heliolisk. I'm going to bait out the Overheat as I go into my SLOWKING. And then I'll be able to take it a little bit better, and I can fire off another Scald, which Scald is very difficult for them to deal with right now. So I think that's how I'm going to handle this right now. I went right into SLOWKING, because I'm a dumb. I think I'm still going to fire off a Scald, though. I was thinking too far ahead, and I clicked way too fast. That's really unfortunate. Because I think baiting out the Overheat to take a little bit less damage from SLOWKING at the -2 would have been smart. But either way, I can keep firing off pretty much free Scalds forever. Knowing that they're not life orbed on their Azelf is really nice. Slurpuff, okay. This is good. We get to see if it's fat. Doesn't look like it is, which is nice. Get the burn, which is even better. Slurpuff, Scald. It has a little bit of bulk investment, but not much. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go for a Psychic here, I think. Yeah, I'm just going to go for a Psychic. Thunderbolt, I'm AV. Does 0. Good Demoglios, get the Spadef drop. So I'm gonna get a little bit of health back on this thing, and I'm going to my Torn. This is why Regenerator is a stupid ability, but hey. And I think that this is actually a really good position for me, because I'm untucking this Q. Why did you tell me to tuck this in? This is stupid. Like, even though that does a lot of damage, this is faster than their entire team outside of Scarfers, so whatever they go into, I'm going to know what their Scarfer is. Or they would have to go into Rillaboom and be banded to do a lot of damage to me. And because my Aegislash doesn't have to worry about taking on Hawlucha or the other thing, I can actually go into my Aegislash on that. And I can fire off a pretty free close combat, actually. Because I have close combat, right? Yeah. Close combat, Shadow Ball, Flash Cannon. Good. They go into Azelf, but they're not Scarfed. Like, what are the chances that their Azelf actually outspeeds me? It's like, I did a pretty aggressive speed creep. Do I even want to risk it? This thing does so well. I really shouldn't risk it. I'm going to go into this. Because for some reason, I just have a bad feeling that they're going to be max speed. And like, I speed creep their speed creep. Because I was aggressive. Zen Headbutt, great. Okay. I'm going to make a pretty balls to the wall prediction. I'm clicking close combat. I have a feeling that their only real switch into Shadow Ball is going to be Hydra. And if I can just knock out Hydra from here, I'll be in a phenomenal position. It'll do 83 to 99 to like no bulk Hydra. Perfect. They go for knock, which kind of sucks, but is what it is. Okay. So I'm going to go for King Shield. That play kind of sucks. Because if I had killed this thing, I'd be in a really, really, really good spot with my Darm. I'd also be in a really, really good spot with my Torn. I'm going to withdraw. What are they going into? Rotom. Okay. I really just want to see what he's going to go for. What are the chances that this thing is not Boots? My Stealth Rockers are kind of sort of dog water. It was possible. My stomach is making all sorts of noises, and it's really starting to bother me. Okay. They're going to go for Volt Switch. I'm making this play because I think they're now going to go for Overheat, but who really knows? They could go for Volt Switch again. Going for Discharge. Good middle ground. That does so much damage. That does so much damage. I'm going to go into this. I'm going to know right now if this thing is specs or not. Well, I know it's not specs because the switch that moves from Volt Switch to Discharge, so it has to be boots. I pretty much need to get this thing weakened. Once I get this thing weakened, I'll be in a little bit better of a spot. Okay. Can't parry me. 20 to 24. Yep. Could be modest. I'm going to go for Surf here, I think. Yeah. I don't think they're max HP even. Like, if they go into Hydra, then that's okay. Like, could be worse, but also could be better. If I live at Draco, I doubt it. I have a strong feeling they're going to click U-turn here, but I don't really want to risk it. I really like Aegislash, but I think that a lot of other things just do better. Next time I bring in Helios, I think I'm going to click Hyper Voice. Okay. If they're scarfed and they do 57 to 67, I will do 55 to 65 back. And I'm happy with that damage. They're going to withdraw. That's good. Hopefully they go into Rotom. That's good. Kind of want to go into this, and I want to click Hyper Voice. Is that a dumb play? Part of me also just wants to go into this and click Scald. I think I'm going to do that. Because I really like Heliolisk in this game once like I get this thing just a little bit more weak. Because then I can kill it with Hyper Voice. Versus... Yeah, if I get this thing just a little bit weaker, I'm going to kill it with Hyper Voice. So what I'm going to do here, I think I'm just going to click Scald. They Volt Switch into Hydra. If I could get the Scald burn on Hydra, that would also be good. But they go into Azelf, which is really good. Can I get the burn? Nope. Okay. How do I want to do this? I think I need to go into Torn. I really need to keep Slowking healthy. That's like one thing I have to do because it can still tank like a Choice Specs Dark Pulse. Knockoff does very little. I'm clicking U-turn here. Yep, they're max speed. Why are they max speed? Ugh. That's so unfortunate. I knew they would be too. Yeah. It's okay. If I had that alive, it would have been really good. I shouldn't have been aggressive on the speed creep. I should have just gone max speed for Azelf. But I needed the extra EVs in defense to be able to live 2 banded grassy glides from Rillaboom with my boots. But it's fine. I think what I'm going to do here is... Oh, wait. What are they going into? Rotom? Okay. My eye is killing me. I'm gonna click Volt Switch, I think. No, I'm just gonna click Hyper Voice. I'm gonna get the damage off on Hydra. Because I'm getting very close to the point where I can win with Flare Blitz spam. This has the chance to kill, and it does not, which is okay. If they go for Pain Split, that's fine. They shouldn't gain back too much health. Yeah, perfect. Next Hyper Voice kills. And I'm very close to being able to win with Darm Flare Blitz spam. I need one hit off on Hydreigon. Man, if I was max speed and I was able to kill that Azelf there, that would have been great because I would have gotten off the U-turn. I would still have my Torn as an extra sack. That was such an aggressive creep that I didn't have to do. My Iliolisk live a Zen Headbutt. There's no fucking shot. There's no shot. How can I get out of this? I think this is my only way out of it. Like, if he clicks knockoff here, I lose no matter what, right? Because I don't have a Scarfer at that point. I'm just gonna do this. I really should have speed crept my Torn better. That was if I'm being 100% honest, that is where my downfall lies. So let me play this out a little bit. If I go for, I see how I can win. I need to click U-turn here. Then I need to, because I'm going to drop in my Slowking. He's going to go into Rillaboom. I need to make the hard play into my Darm. Then I need to click Flare Blitz twice. Actually, no, I need to click Super Power on the Hydra. Yep, I need to click Super Power on that because Rillaboom's Choice Band, Grassy Glide to my Darmanitan. Shout out to my custom sprite. Now that two shots my Darm. Yep, that two shots my Darm if it's banded. Slowking dies too. Yeah, I think I've lost this one. I don't think I have a way out of it. I guess I have to pray he's not banded, but I'm pretty positive that he is banded. Man, it would be really nice to have my Torn to go into right here. I'm going to take a little bit of time on this one since it's coming to the end game anyway. I mean, in theory, Darm Flare Blitz can still win this. Went for knock. And I still died. Wow. It was a crit. Did that matter? It's life orbed. Nah, it didn't matter. Nah, it didn't. But that's good. That means that I can actually take two Grassy Glides with my Rillaboom, especially in terrain. Yep. I click Flare Blitz. Nah, I still lose this though. To Hydra. Good game, man. Super good game because of the recoil. Yeah, I definitely don't take a Dark Pulse from Hydra. Shit. What could I have done better? What could I have done better? I could have done better with my speed creep. I could have just outsped max speed Azelf. That would have helped a lot. That would have helped a shit ton. That would have helped a shit ton. If what else could I have done better in prep? If I also just didn't overpredict versus the Azelf to begin with. I don't know. I think I overpredicted with the Azelf, which kind of cost me a little bit, but I think at the same time, my main downfall was the Torn not being able to outspeed. Like that really sucks. It was unfortunate, but either way, crit turn 1 made sure that my Pangoro lost a lot of health. I could have gone in. I don't know why I didn't go into SLOWKING immediately. I guess I was scared of him getting up rocks, but like I had defog on Torn. I could have done that at any time. Like I think the early game of me sacking off Pangoro was also dumb. Yeah, I think I definitely made some misplays, but either way, first game back, not a bad game. Can't complain too much. 1-0 loss. Good game to Seth, man. Main thing I should have done is I think turn 2 I should have gone into SLOWKING. I should have speed crept max speed Azelf. And then yeah, I think that's about it. But either way, man, GG's to Seth. Great game. Is what it is. Starting out 0-1 could be worse, but we'll bounce back next week. Next week we play Shay, and I think I'm 1-1 versus Shay. I think so. Either way, guys, great game, great battle to my boy Seth. I hope you guys did enjoy. If you did, please make sure to leave a like down below for me, and I will see you guys in the next video. Bye bye.